Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we came here to Hooktail's castle, and in this episode, I'm not totally sure we're going to get to the end, but we're going to get as far as we can. Oh, we also got a new ability last time, the paper ability. My personal favorite of all of the box abilities. We also got a new partner last time, that being Koops. He can help us with his hold ability there. He can hit blocks from a distance. Actually, I could have just hit it from here. But he's going to help solve the various puzzles in this castle. And I suppose we did actually have a trap in the last room, because we got into that room and then we wouldn't have been able to get out without the paper ability. Oh, let's come back for that later. But yeah, I guess there's a couple traps. Oh, I know what we gotta do now. Now that we have the paper ability, we can actually go back to a room that we previously saw a key in, and now we can get it. And thankfully the enemies haven't respawned, then they're not going to unless we leave the castle. There's not all that much to say about Hooktail's castle. I don't mind it, but I don't know, it just strikes me as kind of bland, to be honest. It's a nice enough dungeon. It's your typical castle. It's got spooky, castle-y music. But there's definitely dungeons that I like a lot better later. Ooh, you know, I've never actually noticed those massive spider webs up there. Or cobwebs. I don't know, that looks constructed. I think that's a spider web. Thankfully, we're not going to see any of the spiders. I don't know if Mario has any spider enemies. Kirby has one. Kirby has Como. I love Como, he's adorable. But now I'm actually trying to think, are there any, like, bug enemies in Mario? Nothing's coming to mind. Feel free to correct me if I'm not thinking of something, but I don't think there are. I guess they wanted to keep things really on the cute side. Anyway, let's continue. Bring Goombella back out. You know what? This was above a room we've already been in, I think. Yeah, we've already been here. Do we need to heal? I love that effect, by the way. That's one of my favorites in the game. Goombella's not doing great, but honestly, I think we can just make it to the next level up. Oh, right. I am trying to save coins a little bit. I spent all of our starting money, and there's going to be something coming up, I think at the end of this chapter. Yeah, here we go. I think at the end of this chapter, we're going to need a lot of coins. There's definitely going to be off-screen coin farming involved, but I'd like to just sort of get as much of a head start on that as possible. Yeah, money in this game is abundant. I am actually going to switch back to Goombella for reasons we've already talked about. But yeah, money is abundant, but there's going to be, like I said, there's the one part, I guess I could have kept Koops out. There's one part coming up where you don't need a lot of it is optional, but it will be useful if you have a lot of it and spend a lot of it. Because despite how easy it is to get money, there are also a lot of things that you can buy, and I mean a lot. Let's see here. Gonna need Koops. In fact, speaking of money, let's address something now. There is a badge shop, and if at any point you buy all of its stock and have all of them in your inventory at once, you get special dialogue. But you need tons of money to do it, and it's not something I'm interested in doing on screen. I do, however, have another file where I've set that up, so you will be seeing it just later. I'll probably throw it into the bonus video at the end of the series where I show off things that we've missed. But just so you're aware, that is a thing you can do, and it is something they bothered to program dialogue in for. Koops is still serving us pretty well here. I seem to remember there being enemies up here that are in the air, but I could also be thinking of other parts of the castle. Let's see if I was right. No? Alright. Despite how I may come across sometimes, I don't have everything in this game memorized. It's not Tulip. I am glad they keep Goombas in here. It's nice to have a little bit of continuity. Makes you feel like they're still very much a part of the family. We haven't seen what Shy Guys do in the audience yet, and I'm not going to spoil it by telling you. But they do something pretty special. We drop down here, we get a really good item that we're really not supposed to have this early in the game. You got a life shroom. Restores 10 HP when Mario or his partner falls. You can use it to restore 10 HP at any point. I guess I can maybe think of times where you might want to do that, but excuse me, generally this is your life insurance policy. If somebody goes down, then, did I title this room? If somebody goes down, then it will revive them. Only with 10 HP, keep that in mind, but it will take them up once. This is Hooktail Castle. There's an upward moving draft in this room, too. Of course, tons of bones lying around, too. This place needs a decorator stat. You never know which bones are going to attack, so careful where you walk, okay? Oh, and if you want to ride that green block, remember, Koops is the man. Got lots of nice stuff to say about him now. I'm happy for the attitude change. Huh? Oh my, who's this handsome piece of cheese? I can't believe there are other thieves here besides me. How very strange. Who are you? Me? Why, I'm Ms. Mouse, the globe-trotting thief. Heard of me, sweetie? I heard there were rare and valuable badges here in this castle. That's why I'm here. But the real question is, why are people like you roaming in such a rundown place? I'll tell you why, Miss Ugly Pink Shoe Whatever Thief. We're here to beat Hooktail. And just so we're clear on this, we set our sights on the Crystal Star before you, okay? Crystal Star, you say? I didn't know a thing like that was hidden in this castle. Sounds intriguing. Perhaps I just heard something you didn't want me hearing? Shoot! Oh, but that's okay. I mean, you were looking for the Crystal Star first. And I already found the badge I was after, so I'll let you get your Crystal Star. And indeed, that chest is open. She must have taken what was inside. Let us? Let us? What's that supposed to mean? It means I must say bye-bye for now, Mr. Cutie. I know, it's sad. We just met, and already it's time to say farewell. Alas. Hey, you little flirt! Who do you think you are, kissing Mario? Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little secret to share with you. Somewhere in this castle is a badge that'll help you best Hooktail, or so I've heard. I don't know what kind of badge it is. Maybe you found it already, maybe not. If you're going to fight Hooktail, I'd recommend finding that badge first. Well, take care, handsome mustache man. Let's get together again real soon. I love her. What is with that girl? What a flirt! Who acts so disgusting like that? Judgmental as always, I see. I do love Ms. Mouse. We'll be seeing more of her later. Is she my favorite character? I don't know. She's up there. Anyway, let's see what she left for us. Free honey syrup. I'll take it. Castle key. We need that. And a free mushroom. Even if we never use these in battle, I definitely want to hold on to these for later. In fact, we're going to find out pretty soon, relatively speaking. When this chapter's over, we'll probably find out what I'm saving those for. Obviously, I'm treating this Let's Play kind of as if whoever's watching hasn't seen it before. I know this is an old game, and a lot of people have already seen it, but it's an old game. A lot of people have been born by this point who didn't grow up with this game. It's never had a re-release. I'm willing to bet it's new to at least one person, so I'm trying not to spoil things. Alright, we have a... Oh, shoot. What am I doing? I walked right past the locked door. But yeah, it's funny to think how old this game is now. I had this game when I was in middle school, I guess. But yeah, people like to say, oh, it's a 30-year-old game or a 30-year-old movie or however old it is. Spoilers don't exist. Just watch the movie. Just play the game. But there are people at this point who are young, or even just people who haven't gotten around to doing things. So I still don't like spoiling things and talking about things as if the audience already knows. But if you already know what I'm talking about, then, well, I guess you already know. Anyway, that's my attitude on that. Something that's always been a little bit of a pet peeve of mine for people who are fast and loose with spoilers. This is Hooktail Castle. The door up on that platform to the right is hard to reach. I wonder if the switch on the right might control the block that could get us up there. Looks like a job for Coops. Yeah, the unfortunate part of wanting to see all of Goombella's dialogue is she does just sort of hand you the answer to some puzzles. Granted, that's kind of her job. I think the idea of having her tattle areas is that if you're stuck, then she can help you out. But, well, I guess the puzzles aren't actually that hard anyway. And I know the solution, so it's not like it's spoiling me. Well, looks like this Dry Bones is just going to get a hit off of us. I do believe that if the Dry Bones is blocked in the front, he can't build up another enemy. I think they can only do that if they've got an empty space in the front, like it does now. I love his, like, 3 little hairs on the back of his head. I love Dry Bones, by the way. I know this is a Dull Bones, but just in general, that class of enemy is one of my favorite Mario. Oh, gosh. Is that our first strike? Oh, I was trying to do a super guard there. Got a little cocky. Just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. But yeah, Dry Bones are some of my favorite Mario enemies. Not necessarily in the Mario games themselves. I think they're pretty annoying in things like Mario World, you know, the original Mario games. But in games like Mario Party, I absolutely love them. They make very funky noises. That's pretty much what it comes down to. I don't even know if I'd call them cute, but they make funny sounds. This one really got some damage off on us, unfortunately. Still not cutting battles yet. They are doing a decent job of keeping things kind of fresh. That's not gonna last forever. But so far, we've only had a couple battles that really didn't throw anything new at us. So there we go. The game just wants to be seen. Did I already mention Koopa Troopas? I'm sure Koopa Troopas have some sort of special thing that they do when they're in the audience. I can't think of it offhand. They might kind of just be default enemies. They can throw good things at you or bad things at you. I think I was mentioning that the Toads can't throw bad things at, or sorry, can't throw bad things at you. I think the Goombas can't throw good things at you. I think that's right. Clearly, I haven't exactly looked this up. I'm just kind of going off of experience right now. I wanted to get those guys down. But yeah, I think the Toads and the Goombas are counterparts of each other. With the Koopas just sort of being the neutral ground that doesn't do anything particularly special. If I find out more about that later, I'll let you know. Also, stuff has been falling from the ceiling. There are percentages for what's going to make that happen. I know using your hammer makes it more likely, jumping makes it less likely. There's certain partners that'll attack, and I think 100% of the time stuff will fall down. I think there's attacks you can do that have a 0% chance. I don't know the percentages. No one really knows the percentages. I've tried to talk to some people to get them. The most anybody could offer me was a program where I could maybe figure it out myself, and I'm not technologically literate enough to do that. So it's a known mechanic, and there are people out there who know at least the estimates, particularly the challenge runners, but the actual, percentages aren't exactly something that I'm going to be able to tell you. I will mention things that are more or less likely to cause stage hazards, though. Like I said, the hammer is more likely to cause it than the jump. There's an attack we're going to get much later that I think might be a guaranteed chance. Anyway, we saw something shiny back there, so let's go get it. This is not anywhere near as dangerous as it looks, because the controller is notched, so you just hold it all the way to the right or the left, and you're basically guaranteed not to fall. I am 99% certain there is nothing back the other way, so maybe I'll come to regret that, but we're just gonna move on. You can, in fact, hit that block and bump your head and fall down. I've learned that the hard way one too many times. Have we been in this room? Yeah, we've been in this room. Hold on. There's something... Yeah, here we go. Come here. We can get the key this way, but also, if you remember, there was something shiny down below us. The Last Stand P badge. Drop the damage your ally takes by half when in danger. This badge is very, very powerful. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. There's another badge that's even more powerful that sort of goes with it that I'm going to use as the better opportunity to talk about that badge. But just know that it is a little bit niche. You have to set yourself up so that you can use it properly. But that badge is quite useful. I do believe it's also one that's sold in the badge shop, so you can get more than one. I might be wrong about that, though. But yeah, useful badge. Not gonna be relevant here. I'm not going to end up using that family of badges just because I don't find that playstyle to be particularly fun or satisfying. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyway, we had to backtrack a little bit to get that. Well worth it, considering what that badge does. Do I cut here? Sorry to talk about my my thought process so much. Sometimes I like to be a little bit transparent with what I'm thinking. It's such a short distance, I think I'm just gonna leave it in. I really, really don't like cutting in Let's Plays. I know there's times when it's necessary, but I really do feel like it takes you out of the action. And that is a personal preference. I know lots of people like the more cut-heavy style. It's just, it goes against what I feel Let's Play should be for me. And my goal is to make content that I would want to watch. In fact, I think that should be the goal for most people who make content. Make things that you like. Because if it's not something that you would like, well, you're not going to enjoy making it as much. Alright, here I do believe is where we start cutting battles. Mario, take a look at this. It's like you could reach out and touch the sky, huh? Looking out from the heights makes my head go goomby. I mean, goony. Let's see. Yeah, well, then again, this is a formation that we haven't seen before. Excuse me, I think... Let's see. That spiked Goomba is easy to super guard if I'm good. So I think I'm gonna rely on that and just get these guys down. Ooh, missed it. Yeah, my super guard timing isn't necessarily the best. Gonna do my best, though. You do get something that helps you deal with spiked enemies later. I miss it. There we go. I can do it pretty consistently when he goes for Mario. When he goes to the back to Goombella, then I start getting a little bit iffy. Let's see. The good news is we're close to leveling up. I don't know if it's close enough. Ah! I'm trying to figure out if we're going to level up before getting to the boss. We might. We might not, though. Ooh, it's going to be close. Actually, no, I think we are going to make it. It's always nice to have a level up before a boss fight. Get a little bit of extra power. Come here, come here. And see, Koops wouldn't really help at all in this battle. Alright, here's where we cut. I'll see you guys when I'm done with this battle. Nothing particularly exciting happened there. Just your standard battle against 3 paratroopas. I love these cool little 3D effects. This screen is actually one of my favorite screens in the game. Despite feeling kind of blah about Hooktail Castle in general, I do love this area with like the spiral staircase and all that. Ooh, I don't usually get that first strike. Here is another weird formation. The good news is, I do believe... Oh god, that guy's... Oh boy, oh boy. That guy has an item that I don't like. He might not use it, but if he does, we're in trouble. He used it. Okay, that could be worse, actually. That is a power punch. It, hold on. Yeah, I had to do it. Powers up whatever enemy it's used on, or whatever character it's used on, because you can use them too. I panicked for a minute there. I forgot that he didn't have to use it on himself. I was going to try to make a rush for the Goomba. But then again, I think I did the right thing, because if he had used it on himself, I would have needed to be able to get him next turn. Obviously, I'd still be able to Super Guard, but I don't know the timing for a giant Goomba. Speaking of Super Guard. Haha. And level up. Perfect timing. Look at that. That worked out very, very well. We have a comfortable amount of HP and FP going into the boss. So let's raise BP. For the first time. Don't worry, it's going to be getting a lot more love. So, we've got some BP. Let's spend it. Let's see. You know what? Sure, we're going into a boss fight. Let's show off HP+. Just to show it. First of all, to show that when you put it on, it doesn't actually raise your HP. So, as much as I've been trying to save coins, let's, hit this block to replenish all of the heart points of Mario and his partner. Doing this will also replenish all of Mario's flower points. However, it will cost you the number of coins shown on the block, so be ready to pay. Yeah, paying to show off game mechanics. Let's go. Who dares approach me? So, you are friends of the strange garbed one who came earlier? I didn't expect more to come to steal the treasure I protect. Such rashness. That was foolish, I fear. Do you really think you can beat me? But you're so small, and you don't appear tasty. I suppose you might make a good snack. And the bottoms of your feet smell like they might make a good sauce with some spices. What I'll do is saute you to a crispy goodness and gobble you down, head first. This is Hooktail, a big, scary dragon. Snack time, little appetizers, but which of you morsels should I taste first? Can't flee this fight. You can, however, cheese it. So let's use a power smash, first of all. Let's not forget that I can do that. Whee! Black! That awful sound! It sounds like a cricket. How did you know? Stop that this instant! I got really bad food poisoning once when I ate a cricket. I hate them. Oh, fight it, Hookie. Just hearing a cricket chirp makes me feel woozy. Yes, that did something. Let's tattle first, though, and then I'll explain what it did. That's Hooktail! Max HP is 20, attack is 5, and defense is 1. But because we hit it with the cricket attack, defense is now 0, and I believe attack has dropped as well. It may have dropped to like 2 or something. You can fight Hooktail without using that badge. It's still not that difficult, but I'm gonna do it because I like doing things the easy way. It'll stomp and munch on you, and it has a more dragonish attack, Stinky Fiery Breath. It's tricky, especially when it's losing, and it'll try to fool you into being merciful. Oh yeah, and one more thing. It hates things that start with Ker and end with Icket. Supposedly there's something related to that somewhere in the castle. Did we find it? We did, Goombella. In fact, we've already used it. Its breath does more damage than its physical attacks, which you will see. Also, I believe that the fire breath is piercing, which means that even if we had Koops out... Ooh, must not gag. My poor tummy. So very woozy. Even if we had Koops out, I believe that would go through the defense. Bingo! For something we totally didn't need, and we have a full audience. Gotta love that. I guess I'll just keep Goombella out, honestly. She does the same amount of damage as Koops at this point. Ooh, if I can nail the action command. Ow. Okay, so that actually told us a lot. That told us that its damage is decreased to 3, from 5. Is decreased by 2. Maybe if I attack the foot with Goombella, I'll have better luck with that action command. It can be a little bit hard to tell. There we go. Heard that coming. Ah! Did not see that coming, though. Ooh, electrified. Enemies that make contact will get hurt. I might want to consider putting her in the front next turn. Ooh, still didn't get that. Darn it. Okay, I think getting the cricket attack off a second time actually lowered its damage again, which is nice. If I can get the action command with Goombella this time, that will be it for phase 1. Surely you didn't think this would be it, did you? Ah, darn it. Attack Goombella. Ah, yeah, its attack went even farther down. That's alright. At least I don't have to waste more FP. Wait, hold up a moment. I give up, please. I won't be so bad anymore, I promise. In fact, I'm sorry. For everything. Yeah. To prove it, I'll give you 1,000 coins. What do you say? Can you forgive me? Keep your coins, fiend. We can't even hold 1,000 coins. What? You must be joking. You don't need any coins? Then how about the lovely, rare, extra special badge I have? I'll give you that. It's one of a kind, and it's yours for a limited time only. Will you take it? Keep it, you cad. You can't even tell me what it's called. Really? Well, I suppose I could apologize by letting you smell the bottoms of my feet. People pay good money to do this. I'm being completely honest right now, really. So, care to take a whiff of the rich yet delicate scent of my world-renowned feet? That's disgusting. You aren't a very trusting fellow, are you? It's important to be able to trust someone, you know? I guess I better... Bye-bye. And hello again. Just ate the audience. That's just terrible. Oh, now my strength has returned to me. That's it. Enough of this. Let's finish him off once and for all, Mario. Alright, so now we're fighting over here. Oh, we still got the roulette. Yeah! Oh, that's wonderful. I don't know if we're going to get the audience because we're standing in the audience. But we still got the FP, and that's good. So keep in mind now, your star power will not refill. It doesn't really matter for us because we haven't used any star attacks, but if you use Sweet Treat, just do keep that in mind. I think the cricket thing has also been reset, so now I think he's got his defense back. Oh, no, never mind. Or why do I always have to feel so faint every time I hear a cricket? If you attack the mouth, toads will actually come out of his mouth. You don't get anything for this, and they will just stop eventually and nobody says anything about it, but it's still a cute detail. Anyway, let's finish him off. Easy first boss. It is, the first major boss, but still fun. But Gurk. How? Why? There's still so much I wanted to do with my life. So many meals. Bye-bye, Hooktail. I do feel kind of bad, but he was terrorizing everybody. And you ate my friends, or people that my friends like, so there. Yes, we did it, Mario! All we have to do now is search for that crystal star we can't seem to locate. Ooh. Ooh. It's still alive? No, it's someone else. Yeah, I'm out. I'm finally out. Whoa, it can't be. Eh? Dad? Hey, you're Koops. Hey, son, you've gotten so big since I saw you last. Well, yeah, I guess I have. But who cares, Dad? I mean, golly, what happened to you? Where have you been all this time? Well, I came here a while back to deal with Hooktail, and all was well and good. But just before my finishing blow, he played a trick on me and gobbled me down whole. I've been hiding in my shell for the 10 years since then, inside Hooktail's belly. And boy was it nasty! Yuck! I'm so glad to finally get out. Honestly, Dad, don't you know how worried about you we all were? For 10 long years, we all thought we thought your game was over. Oh, sorry, son, but I'm okay. That's good, right? We're together now, right? Hey, speaking of which, what are you doing here anyway? Oh, come on, Dad. I came here to defeat Hooktail, who's been wreaking havoc in town. And Mr. Mario here is looking for a gem called the Crystal Star. Crystal Star? This wouldn't be what you're talking about, would it? What's that? I found it down there in Hooktail's belly. Nice, huh? I kept it as a souvenir. So, this is the thing you're looking for? Perfect, just perfect. You can have it. Come now, I won't take no for an answer. You're Koops' friend. Please take it. And that would be our first Crystal Star. You got a Crystal Star. And you learned the special move Earth Tremor. I will claim that this is the best the best offensive star move, and I will die on that hill. That move is way too powerful to have this early in the game. End of chapter. Mario and friends finally got a Crystal Star in the castle after defeating Hooktail. Koops even reunited with his long-lost father, whom he thought was dead. Yet, they were unable to learn anything about the whereabouts of the princess. Where could Princess Peach be? Yes, Mario's adventure has only just begun. I am not going to save here because once I do, a long sequence is going to start, and we're already a little over time, so I'm just going to stop right here on this screen. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode for the next chapter. Bye-bye!